I was younger, I was into video games.
Somebody like the Fuse so I can bring bad news to all these crews who can't NBA jam with the
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another beer review. We're still reviewing dark beers. Hopefully that's not offending anybody. And tonight, I think we're going to be reviewing something fucking amazing. I'm hoping. From Funky Buddha. Where are they? I know they're in Florida, but what's the city? Oakland Park, Florida. This is barrel-aged morning wood. This beer is super hyped right now. Nathan did a review of it, Eric and Baru did a review of it, and they both loved it. Basically, I think they make maple bacon coffee porter, and then the imperial version of that is Wide Awake It's Morning, and then the barrel-aged version of that is this. So, imperial porter, 13%, huge beer. It says aged in bourbon barrels with coffee, maple syrup, and natural flavors added. I don't know what the natural flavors are, but I think it's supposed to be bacon. So I'm looking at this bottle, and I'm trying to find, excuse me, I'm trying to find a dick on it, because according to my buddy Mark, he said most Funky Buddha beers have a dick on them somewhere. And what I mean by that, I have another bottle of Last Snow sitting around. If you look, excuse me. If you look at that tree right there, it looks like a dick and balls. And he said most of them are on there. I don't know if he's just fucking with me and that just sort of looks like that. It really looks like it if you think about it. And I've been searching for a dick on this label for a while, so I don't know if he's just sending me on a wild dick chase and I'm looking for a penis that's not there, but I'm very disappointed that there's no penis on this bottle. First time in my life I've been disappointed to not see a penis. So there you go. Yeah, this beer, like I said, super duper hyped. Everyone's loving it, so let's get into it. Today is December 5th, so we are celebrating the anniversary of Prohibition ending. 83 years ago? Wow. I can smell that. It smells like breakfast. Prohibition ended. I think 83 years. Math is hard. So we're going to celebrate with a big beer. So we have been reviewing some big stouts lately. We reviewed Abraxas, we reviewed Huna. There's some other, fuck, I can smell that. And that did not pour like as dark, but this is a porter, it's not a stout. But holding it up to the light, it is pitch black in the glass. I don't know, almost a finger's worth of like that mocha cinnamon khaki head. 13% when we swirl it. I mean, there's alcohol leaks just streaking down that. It looks absolutely awesome in the glass. I am drinking this a little bit colder. Nathan and Eric both said to drink it colder, so it was in my wine fridge that we talked about in one of the reviews. And when I got home from work, I threw it in the freezer for like 10 minutes to kind of get it chilled down. So it's got a nice little chill to it. So hopefully, I mean, I could smell it when I open it, but hopefully we'll get everything we're supposed to out of the nose. So let's go ahead and see what she smells like. It smells like maple syrup and bourbon. It smells like, fuck, I don't know if it's because it's a little cold. It's a touch hot, but it's like bourbon and maple syrup. It's breakfast. It's buttered pancakes. This smells like... When I was in college, I had a roommate named Aaron. He was fucking crazy, by the way. Super cool guy. Just bright red hair. He ended up joining the Navy because he was in love with Asian women, and he was told that if he joined the Navy, he would be stationed in Japan, and it happened. So he went to Japan for 4 years and went fucking ham over there. I'm pretty sure there's probably a bunch of redheaded little Asian kids, probably around 11 years old. Is that how long ago that was? Yeah. I would say there's probably a bunch of them running around that he doesn't know about. But we used to go to breakfast. I think the place was called the Original Pancake House in San Diego. And when you walked in, it just smelled like straight fat stacks of pancakes and melted butter. It was funny. He was like obsessed with their coffee, and he would sit down and drink coffee so fast that he would start sweating. I'm like, dude, chill the fuck out with the coffee. But every time we'd go in there, he'd get crepes and I would get fats. I wasn't even like a pancake person, but the syrup that they had and the pancakes were so thick and fluffy. I used to eat like huge stacks of pancakes. It smells like that. I don't know why I used to weigh 300 pounds. That's actually a true story. It is. It's breakfast. It's buttered pancakes. It's coffee. It's maple. So much maple. There's some bourbon in there. And even like this milk chocolate, like silky chocolate note. The nose of this, we reviewed Michigan Maple Jesus a couple months ago. And I know that according to Eric's review, my palate's completely broken. The nose of this fucking crushes that beer. Eric and Barry and Nathan, I don't know if Nathan referenced it in his video, but we've been talking just in the chat. They talked about how this is comparable for them to Morning Delight Batch 2. Morning Delight Batch 2 for me, that Nathan and I reviewed fresh, way more coffee than this beer, way more coffee. I talked about like there was that Jamocha Almond Fudge ice cream thing. This is not as like crazy coffee forward, but there's as much maple as the nose of that beer. So the nose is Hunnits. Let's go ahead and taste it. Cheers. Fuck. Yeah, so now I know why it is sticky maple on my tongue. Now I know why Eric and Barry were kind of let down with Michigan Maple Jesus. I don't know what it tasted like 2 months after I drank mine. It tasted nothing like this. Holy shit. It just feels like maple is like on my teeth and stuck to my tongue. A shit ton of maple. It smelled a little boozy. It doesn't taste boozy at all. It's maple syrup. It's milk chocolate. And then there's like this killer like coffee bitterness that just kind of sits on the middle of your tongue. And then finishes sweet, like syrupy sweet maple syrup. Michigan Maple Jesus was much sweeter, like in a sweet kind of almost cloying sweetness. Now that I'm drinking this, actually as I'm talking, there's bourbon now that's coming through. But it's like maple bourbon. It's crazy. This is fucking insane. Wow. This beer is so fucking good. There's not as much, just going back to my memory of Morning Delight, there's not as much coffee present in this. That was like crazy, ridiculous coffee with a shit ton of maple. This is more chocolate with a shit ton of maple. If you like maple beers, you would just stroke to this beer. And for a 13% porter, I love the mouthfeel of this. It's not crazy chewy. Morning Delight Batch 2 was fucking sludgy. But I could chug this. Eric had said, could you imagine solo doming a bottle of this? Spoiler alert, it's gonna happen. And I'm gonna be feeling real nice. This is insane. I mean, this is the best porter I've ever had. It's easily, if you like maple beers, this is not even a question. This like sets the bar for porters. I mean, this is the elite, right? This is insane. I had talked about, I think it was the Abraxas review, I like chocolate in beers. The chocolate note in this is fucking amazing. It's basically, the best way to put it, I'm probably repeating myself at this point, imagine pancakes with maple syrup and then having chocolate chips inside of them with a cup of coffee on the side. This is dumb. So yeah, this is Hunnits. This is the best porter I've ever had, and it's not close. I mean, this is barrel aged and bigger than Last Snow. Just remembering this beer fucking, I mean, it's a way different beer. It's a 6% porter. This beer smokes any porter I've ever had. So it's Hunnits, and it's not even a question. This is crazy. Enjoy this for a limited time before it's gone. I need more of this. I really, really do. So yeah. That's barrel aged morning wood. I will say that if they're going for any kind of like coffee or bacon thing, I don't get any bacon. Barry had talked about like a smokiness on the finish. I don't get that at all. It's just crazy maple chocolate coffee. This is fucking dumb. So I can sit here and repeat myself over and over, but it's time to stroke. So if you guys have had it, leave a comment. Let me know what you think. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you very soon. Cheers.
Ever since I was younger, I was into video games.
Somebody like the Fuse, so I can bring bad news to all these crews who can't NBA jam with the shoe.